Asian American immigration has been in existence since before the beginning of the 20th century, such as when Korean people came to the United States to work in the pineapple fields in Hawaii. Since the beginning of their immigration, Korean Americans have found a home in America by working hard, either in academics or opening their own businesses. Korean Americans have endured oppression during their time in America, such as police brutality and the burning of their businesses. During the Reagan era, Asian Americans received the stereotype of being elite in academics, holding them to a specific standard. Today, many Korean immigrants reside in cities including Los Angeles, New York, and as well as Bergen County, New Jersey. The Korean culture is very much alive today, specifically in Philadelphia. Here is an interview with Mr. Yu, a Korean American immigrant.
Would you mind telling us your name and your position in this community?
I am managing director. I'm the co-founder here. Yeah, with my elder two guys, we founded this center. Well, at present time, we scaled down. Okay. We started as new immigrant from Asian countries like Korea, Vietnam, or other countries. So we call the Korean community Crime Prevention Committee. Okay. That's what we studied in conjunction with the city police department. Mm-hmm. At that time, language barriers, small shop owners from South Asian peoples cannot communicate with customers, sometimes misunderstanding, and intruders start fighting against those things. That's why we started more like a community relationship.
Yeah.
And then we developed 2 years later, start as other variety of social service. Actually, social service center here. We do provide elderly people for Medicaid, Medicare, retirement, all things they did it. Okay, housing, we arranged, it's a Section 8 apartment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All the people, we do arrange those things.
Okay.
And we used to have after school program.
Okay.
We still does the after school program with the only school here. Okay, with school after school, most children from Southeast Asia and other minority parents, most of them working, so they cannot actually pick it up children after 3:00. Then we hire the teachers and stay on 2-3 more hours after school program. And still we doing those things. Mm-hmm. And other than that, we did the job placement here. We used to do that. Okay, we have job training. That project is gone.
Okay.
We did about almost 20 years with the workforces from Philadelphia. Particularly, we are conjunction with the Urban Coalition in Philadelphia. We did a very big one. We did it, and we had some basic, not basic, secondary English. What do you call it? ESL program. Mm-hmm. We did it. Long time, 30-some years. We did it. We didn't have any funds, so we cut out a couple years ago. What else we did? Housing project. We just cut off the last year.
Okay.
As December, no more. We had with the city and housing department, and we got some grant. With a large amount of grant we had it, and many people behind mortgage payment because of job loss, low income people. We did provide for them, make a scheduled payment spread out. Their mortgage amount is so high for monthly, then we go to court. Philadelphia has a special court every week, Thursday, for that mortgage problem people.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yes, they have it. You can see that. It's a very interesting going on in City Hall now. Yeah. And people has a rental problem, and people has a city tax if you're behind. They have it every Thursday. They have a court too. You go down, then judge asks why you cannot pay the city tax. Well, I lost the job, all that, and then you go certain floors and negotiate with the city, all those things. You should see the city, they changed a lot. So we did those things. Most mortgage problem people, we do arrange for them with the bank, submitted all the paperwork for them, and rearrange the mortgage payment. Like when they were doing very good business, they can afford $2,000 a month mortgage payment. Now they lost this big business and they have a small scale neighborhood business. They only can afford $500-600, and we negotiated with bank and rearrange. Those things we did it. And what else we did? Job placement, good one, and housing, and all the other social service programs, and elderly programs, and ESL programs. We do right now. We do rehab program for the buildings, neighborhood buildings. Many banks, they're gonna get rid of old buildings. You know, what do you call it? People behind too much mortgage, then bank take over. You know, bank it costs a lot of money. Even they get rid of that building.
You're close to foreclosure.
Correct.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
Bank itself. So bank ask us.
Okay.
We give you a free donation, and you rehabilitate.
So do a lot of the people who give donations are
We did
you,
a
okay.
lot of housings. Yeah, and we rehabilitated, but it's on the condition we rehabilitate those buildings. I cannot sell to you.
Yeah.
Only first home buyer.
Okay.
Don't have any housings.
Okay.
Then we sell them.
Okay.
Those things. We still do a lot of things. We still have those housing about almost 40, 50 housings. What else? That's the current one. Oh, we have biggest one is the lady just came in. We have a daycare center,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Rising Sun Avenue. That's the biggest one.
Mm-hmm.
We have a good fund, and we generate a lot of fund too. It's a lot of students attending that nursery school.
Do you have any like social or cultural events that you guys put on, or is it more just helping
Social
out?
cultural event, yes, I did it long time ago. Annually, all those things we participate. We send some speakers and special occasions, all those things, and special fan dance groups send us some celebrate something like that. No, we don't participate. We only, helping those people.
Okay. Alright. Do you have any other more questions?
Yeah, this is just sort of like in general, what do you think is the most important thing for like Korean Americans in Philadelphia? Whether it's like culturally or like religiously, what's like the biggest aspect that you think people like to bring with them?
That's a hard question.
Sorry. That's a hard question. We can come back to that one if you want.
Many Koreans. Not recently, 20, 30 years ago, they started. John F. Kennedy opened the immigration doors.
Yeah.
People came. Many Koreans are Christians here, all immigrant. But you can see a lot of Korean churches in Philadelphia area. About 200 Korean churches around. Some church has a congregation has only 5 members. Some congregation has 1,000,
Wow.
500, 600.
Wow.
My church used to be 1,500. Now it's cut it down over 600. And we just get rid of the reverend because he lost a lot of members. So a lot of Korean churches, yes, they are very religious. Another thing is that not only people believe the God, but also, East Asian people work very hard. When they immigrate here, limited language, all those things, they have a good educational background, but that's not quite well speak in English though. So they cannot utilize their knowledge. They can only utilize their knowledge work hard. 6 days a week. Long hours. The trend has been changed now though, but still they work very hard. So only day they are looking for is a Sunday service.
Okay.
For religious and
See, you have to
relaxation.
remember that.
Yeah.
That's it. It's a kind of a new trend of cultural change. Think about 6-7 days work clothes deal with all the argument with the, you know.
Yeah.
But they're not only bad people, but sometimes you argue because of language, barriers, all those things. And then when the Sunday comes, the only day they can put the new clothes on it, ties on it, women can dress up only, and you can see all the different face when you go to church. That's why Korean church is very popular.
So would you say like language barrier or like communication is like
All
the
those,
biggest issue?
all those agonies you can solve when you go Sunday service.
Yeah.
Same face you can see, same language,
Yeah. They're with their community.
correct.
Another question, do you think a lot of people know, especially people native to Philadelphia, know about the Korean population in Philadelphia?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Korean is among, I think, most Southeast Asians immigrant to Korean is most well-known.
Here.
Yes. Because higher education,
Yeah.
Korean parents push children very hard to go to school.
Yes.
They all think IB school, you have to go IB school. You have to be doctor, you have to be engineer.
Yeah.
Those things.
Do you have any questions?
Can you describe a situation where you faced discrimination?
And maybe overcome it?
Well, I've been here in this country 55 years.
Bye-bye, miss you.
See you. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Discrimination. When you ask me those questions, I myself it's very hard to answer those things because I almost Americanized person. Even if I just wrote about a couple of weeks ago because my wife has the cancer. But cancer treatment is you have the 6th cycle of infusion. It's a very hard one. Okay, once you fight back those infusions 3 times, you can take 6 times. But most of people 3 times so hard, vomiting, nausea, all those things. So people quit. I don't want it anymore. But my wife did it. So I wrote a thanks note to the people. During this stress time, they send me letters, providing food, all those things. I'm too much American. I cannot write thanks note even to Korean people in Korean. I wrote in English. I can fully express things. In Korean, I cannot express that much. I'm changed. So it's a very hard. Those questions myself answered. Oh yes, still discriminatory is going on. Yes.
Or about you personally?
Personally, what?
Huh?
Just in general about the community center.
We are not really active as before. So as it is, it's fine. Yeah, I'm still helping. I do myself. I spend a lot of time from immigration matters. People who has the immigration matters, they cannot afford to go to lawyers. So I have most of my clientele are Jamaicans, Haitians, and some African Americans from Africa. I do help those people a lot.
Why do you think you're not as active as you were before?
I'm getting old. My elder getting old. I'm 78, 77 actually. He's 82.
You look good.
Yeah.
But we're still looking for, young people who can take over this. But still we cannot find a good one yet. But we're still working on it. Then we start revive again.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
We really
so
appreciate
much.
you
Tell them.
taking the time.
Any
you.
people has immigration matters, they cannot afford, very simple immigration matters, we can help here,
Okay.
right?
Great. Okay,
Yeah.
Cool.
We
Yeah.
definitely will.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much for taking
Hey.